This is one of the funnest characters I've played.
Working with Sanjay sir is life-altering and career-altering.
An opportunity to work so early on in my career with a director like Sanjay Leela Bhansali is like one of the most, like, it makes me feel like the most privileged person ever.
His love for women, his love for culture just shows through everything that he is doing.
Women with a lot of agency in Hira Mandi. You may be sex workers, but I suppose you all have a voice. Is that what we are looking at?
Well, not just
We're
sex
not
workers.
not sex workers.
You're
Well,
not? Okay.
There's a difference in what
Okay, no,
the wives
educate me
are
here.
and what
We're like
sex-
geishas.
In Hira Mandi, there was like 3 categories of people. There was Tawayafs who were also very trained in etiquette, in embroidery, in music, in dance, in shairi, in literature. Then there was the Mirasins who were allowed to perform like Thumris and other things, but they were not allowed to hold court. Like they could not have their own quota. In a sense, they could not be a Malika Jan. And beneath them were the Vaishyas. So there were
Okay.
always rungs. A Tawayaf could choose a patron. Not everyone had access to her. People with a pot of gold and gold asharfis would go in and they would decide if they could be admitted or not. And people would call like, hey, I have dibs on this one. Like you'll see in the first episode with Sharman's character and things like that. And then it kind of proceeds. They held a lot of sway both in the courts before the British and then even when the Indian independence freedom was going on, even in society.
All the
Yeah.
ceremonies that happen in the home, especially initiation ceremonies of various things, the wives were brought in to sort of bless the occasion. So they were
Like guests
Okay.
of honor.
yeah.
And they were kind of like they were celebrities.
Yeah.
If the wife stepped out in a new tanga, everyone would look like, oh my god, what is she wearing? What's that embroidery? What's that jewelry? It's only much later, and actually when the British realized how much sway they held, that they started calling them Nautch girls, Nautch, like, oh, let's
Yes.
call them Nautch girl. And then with the decline in royal patronage, with the impoverishment of India, they slowly, with nothing else to resort to, it just kind of the lines became blurred in the categories.
More empowered queens actually, without patriarchy sitting on their heads.
They would not entertain more than one man, maybe for a decade if they had a patron. So it was kind of like the man also agreed to take care of the woman for decades,
Right.
not just for, like that.
When you guys got the script from Mr. Bansali, is that what he also told you? Was there a demarcation? Was there a crash course on it?
You trust Sanjay sir with whether it's a sex worker or that's being depicted like in Gangubai or whether it's a Tawayaf. The man knows how to dignify every shade of a woman or every kind of a woman. So I don't think we had to think much about how the portrayal would be of this group of Tawayafs. So that I
Right.
think Sanjay sir appreciates feminine energy, feminine, like, everything very well. And like,
And he also chooses those stories because that's what he's weird. That's what he's attracted towards empowered women. Also very women who are unapologetic, and who are and this kind of artistry that and stories that lends itself to the artistry that he so values.
So Nakshi, you have a goth vibe happening. There's something dark about you. You seem to be, are you the quintessential, what do you say? Not the villain. Villain is too simplistic. But do you, are you the one to get all these women? What are your roles like as well?
This is one of the funnest characters I've played. As an actor, to do something so different, so drastically different from what you've been doing all these years, and for Sanjay sir to imagine me in this role, I'm truly thankful. Like, I've had such an amazing time portraying all these emotions, like anger, rage, vengeance, jealousy, all the things that we consider bad but are yet so human, that are so natural, that might have come to everyone at some point of time in their life. Just getting all of those emotions pent up into this one character and playing her, just having all of that in your heart, it was truly a pleasure. Like, I had such a fun time being Faridan.
What about you, Richa, Aditi, and Sharmin as well?
an opportunity to work so early on in my career with a director like Sanjay Leela Bhansali is like one of the most, like, it makes me feel like the most privileged person ever. Alamzeb's character overall, I think, is a lot at where I was in my life when I started not shooting the show, when I started auditioning for the show, because her arc moves in a way where it's more like a coming of age story where she matures and learns from her mistakes, and then eventually in the 8th episode you understand that she is so much more than what she was when she started, and she's made mistakes and learned from them. And I think I stick by one philosophy in life, that when you're at the lowest point in your life, you only have up to go towards, and provided you learn from that failure is the strongest teacher of most things. And I think Alamzeb goes through that at multiple points in the show. She's down, and then she comes back up, and then she's down again, and she comes back up. So it was overall a great role to play for me, because I also matured so much as Shaman through that process. So it worked out well.
Working with Sanjay sir is life altering and career altering.
I see.
He is truly incredible. Apart from the legendary films that he makes, I think he also really loves his actors and believes a lot in us, and believes in us more than we possibly even believe in ourselves, which can really change you, and which can really give you more of a fire, to do whatever it is that is he wants you to do, or where he's trying to push you. That in itself is very huge. But I would say specifically with Bibojan, I like that she is fire and grace. I love that comes together in her. I love that Sanjay sir had this character, which he told me is she's a very pure-hearted, very loving, kind, helpful, almost sort of there's an innocence to her, etc. But that fire in her is what makes her who she truly is. And I feel like, in the parts that I've done before, a particular aspect of me has possibly been spoken of more than anything else, even though I have tried to pick parts that are fearless and that stand strong.
Right.
In this, Sanjay sir has also given me huge context, so that context makes that fearlessness and that courage and that honorable sort of righteousness even bigger and more dramatic. And
Right.
for that, I am so grateful. And he really pushed me to into that fire, almost, if I may say so. And it was very I was
Fiery.
blessed for it.
I was really just interested in doing this because I've been perceived so differently by different people, as like just the parts have done, I've like the experimentation, the risks I've taken in my career. I feel like to a large extent they've caused a certain kind of stereotyping, and I wanted to break that, and I wanted to break that strategically. And who better to break it with than with Mr. Bhansali? His love for women, his love for culture just shows through everything that he's doing. And not just for me, I see it in every character that he has taken the care to sort of, almost choreograph everything that happens in their world. Just sheer the detailing in terms of how the light hits Faridan's face when she's saying something evil, and there's like she's like stoking a flame almost. And how I don't want to give spoilers, but basically just his love for women, his love for culture shows through. And I think what happens when you do all these what I call Garib cinema is that you kind of get like you just get identified with that.
Right.
And I want to say credit to Mr. Bhansali for seeing me in a different light also, without an audition, without anything. And whereas so many of my independent heroes have told me, oh, you can't really do a lip sync song, or you can't really do this and that. And I was like, can I not? Let me see, let me try and see what happens.
Is the sisterhood among y'all easy to cultivate?
We didn't have to cultivate it. Actually, it was very effortless.
I honestly, personally don't think that you make friends on every set. But having said that, it really helps that there's only one alpha on set. And that is our big dog, Bhansali. And he sort of sets the tone right. Like, he is the boss. And all of us somewhere are just trying to execute his vision. We didn't have to work hard towards cultivating anything because he is the big daddy and we are all there to support him and thereby support each other. And I admire all these women. I love their work and I followed their work, the stuff that they've done.
Was it very tough to wear all those costumes?
It was tough.
You guys
it was
carried
definitely
great.
tough because you're trying to create something, and of course you have to suck it up and wear it because you're part of a vision. And it was once you see the result on screen, it makes all the effort really worth it. We were sitting. It was long hours to be sitting in outfits like that and jewelry like that all day long, constantly. Like you're just in that. There came a point, I think, where we all reached. At some point, we had to just kind of ignore it and perform. So it just works beautifully for everyone to see. It creates a great visual, but it is definitely difficult. Yeah.